everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome along to episode 6 of the mighty Magyars, my international save as manager of Hungary on FM21. So today we are playing our final Nations League game. We are travelling to Russia, St Petersburg in fact, for an evening fixture, so being mid-November that's going to be a chilly old affair. The other game in our group of course today will feature Turkey playing Serbia. Permutations really here are fairly simple. To have any chance of finishing top of the group, we need to win in Russia, which is going to be no mean feat. And we also need Serbia to do us a favour against Turkey. Let's go and see how we're set up for today's game. So we have made a couple of changes since the Serbia game. The midfield, we've restored Soboslai and Fulop back into the middle of the park. Their condition is a bit better now, so they can start today's game. Zudzak is wrecked, so he is replaced by Varga on the right-hand side here. One area that we're going to have to look out for later in the game, though, I think, is at right back. Nego is not in great condition coming into this game, and unfortunately, his backup, Beshe, picked up a yellow card in the last game and is banned today. So we don't have a natural right back if Nego's condition drops too bad. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Let's get into the game. Here we are. The fans are not exactly packed in at the presumably Zenit's home ground. The game is underway. I'm not that confident of securing the result we need today. I think Russia are a fairly strong side. You look at their lineup, they've got some decent names here. Golovin, Cheryshev, Zubia up front. He's a big lump who did very well in the World Cup, you might remember. We have a corner here, Soboslai to take. Headed clear, but Orban picks up the ball. That's a good ball in. Varga, he scored! A beautiful little pass from Soboslai to play him in. And we are 1-0 up. This was really good work by Orban. Gave the ball to the danger man Soboslai, who spots the run from Varga. First touch finish. Past Lunev in the Russian goal, and we have taken the lead. Well, that really is an unexpected start. Unfortunately, Serbia are not doing us the favour that we need them to. They are losing 2-0 at home to Turkey already. But I guess, all we can do is our bit. And we are not doing our bit. No sooner have we scored, we have now conceded. Golovin with a goal. That was pretty poor defensive play, to be honest. Fulop, I don't know what he was doing there. A loop-in ball trying to find Kadar on the left-hand side. Kadar makes a tackle, but does nothing more than pass it through to Golovin, who scores. We did not cover ourselves in glory there. Fulop, of course, the hero of the Sofia game, but not quite so heroic here in St Petersburg so far. And so we're approaching half-time. Another highlight here starts with a goal kick for Russia. Thought Kadar had won the ball there, but unfortunately not. Cheryshev here gets a good ball in to Zubia. We clear, but only as far as Zobnin. Mario Fernandez. Oh, goodness me. I thought that was arrowing into the bottom corner. That was pretty fortunate. So we're struggling a little bit with some condition issues coming up to half-time here. And that's not going to help, is it? Adam Nodge has been sent off. Okay. That is very unhelpful. So I think we're going to have to drop him a little bit back. He can play as a deep-line playmaker, Soboslai. Take some of the attacking threat out of him, but needs must. So, what can we say? We're a man down, but we can still get a result. Absolutely no response whatsoever. Maybe I should have said it in Hungarian. Soloy gives the ball away, unfortunately. Zubia there to Cheryshev. Fernandez overlapping here on the right. Fires into the side netting. No problem there. We still seem to be doing okay, though. We've had a little bit more of the possession and slightly better opportunities on goal. Whether that can continue, though, the second half entirely played with 10 men remains to be seen. Russia passing the ball around quite nicely here. Yonov looking for a cross into the middle. Oh, looped over the bar. So Kadar here again with a throw. Another loopy old long one. Easy for the keeper to pick that one up. clears it. Orban boots it straight back. Nothing too special about that. Golovin has an effort. Gulaci fields it very comfortably. Yeah, it wasn't an awful lot of finesse in Orban's play there, was there? So, we are approaching the last 20 minutes. I think it's time to make a couple of changes. We do have some very tired players out there. So, Nikolic will come on. Play as a poacher again. Actually, no, we'll play him as a pressing forward. And I think on the left-hand side, Hollander can come on, and Istvan Fulop has had a fairly poor game. So, and I think we'll bring Kalmar on for him. There's 3 changes with 20 minutes to go. We're going to keep Soboslai on for now, just in case he can work a little bit of magic. Doesn't look like anybody's going to work any magic at this point. Goal kick here for Russia. Kadar needs to win that and sadly gives it away. Can Nikolic get on this? He can. Bit of pace from the old man. Hollander into the box. Oh, goodness me, that almost snuck in. I don't know what the Russian keeper was doing there. Let's let this highlight play out, and I think we are going to have to potentially take Soboslai off. He's got no condition left whatsoever. Gazdag can come on for the final few minutes. Can he play as a deep line playmaker? Kind of. It'll do. We do still have one more sub in the bag, I think, but we're not going to use it. And so all things considered, I don't think drawing over in Russia is a bad result, especially playing the whole of the second half with 10 men, but it's not good enough to get the result we need. Well, there ends our Nations League campaign this time round. As you can see, we finished 3rd in our group, comfortably above Serbia, who are relegated, but Turkey are the team that get promoted to the top division. I think our performance was pretty creditable. We were unbeaten in our 6 games, even if that does mean only 1 win and 5 draws. I'm not too downhearted about that. I think there's definitely some progression to be made next time around. So what we're going to do now, obviously we have the draw for the Euros coming up. That's taking place in about a fortnight's time, so we're going to fast forward to that. So here we are at UEFA headquarters for the draw for the European Championships. For some reason we are in the second pot of seeds. I'm not quite sure how they work out these seedings, to be honest. It means we're going to avoid Spain, Holland and Croatia, which is no bad thing. But teams like Belgium and England and Germany are in a third pot, so there's a good chance we'll get one of them. Yeah, there's decent teams spread around everywhere. Let's see how we fare in this draw. So we're going to draw the first teams in the groups now. Italy, France, Ukraine, Switzerland, Finland and Sweden. So on the face of it, I would probably prefer to be in a group with Finland or Ukraine, I guess. But let's see where we end up. Okay, we're not with Italy. We're not with France. No, we're not with Ukraine. So are we going to end up with Finland or Sweden? We are in Group F with Sweden. Well, that could have been worse. But, well, I say that. Let's see who else we end up with in the group. So we've avoided Holland and England and Spain. And we've got Germany. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that's a tough one. So, who's going to be the 4th team? Portugal are in that group with Italy. Oh, we could have done with North Macedonia in our group, I think. That would have been a nice draw. Czech Republic. Wales are playing England. That's interesting. Austria, who, of course, Hungary had a great result against in Euro 2016. We're not playing them. We are going to play Turkey, who, of course, we had in our Nations League group. So, Germany, Sweden and Turkey will be our group stage of the European Championships. Now, it's not going to be long until we have the World Cup draw as well for the qualification. So let's go and take a look at that. And now we have the World Cup qualification draw. So there are 55 teams in this, in the European section, who are going to be drawn into 10 groups in total. So there'll be some groups of 6 teams, some groups of 5 teams. It's a pretty tough qualification route. There are 13 places for European teams in the next World Cup. So the 10 group winners will automatically qualify. And then all the second place teams and some of the Nations League better performing teams go into like a little playoff kind of tournament for those remaining 3 places. So it's going to be pretty tough. You've got to finish in the top 2 to have any chance. And even if you finish second, there's still a lot of work to be done. We have been put into pot 3 of the seeds here. So let's have a little look through and see who we get. So we'll rattle through the bottom teams first. So there we are. That's the 6th and 5th groups drawn. Okay, now we have the groups that Hungary can go into. Looking at these, I mean, there's nothing you have to be too afraid of. I mean, I'd probably prefer to avoid this Georgia and Luxembourg group. Luxembourg aren't too bad. Other than that, nothing really to be too worried about. Maybe this group with Scotland in would be good to avoid. Let's see where we end up. So we're not in one of the 6-team leagues. We're going to be in one of the 5-team ones. And there we are. We're in with North Macedonia and Azerbaijan. So, yeah, 2 potentially winnable games there, but we won't count our chickens. And let's see who the bigger teams we're going to drawn against are. So we've avoided Italy there. That's not a bad thing. Who are we going to get? Wales. Okay. Well, they're a reasonably strong team, but if Bale's not available, you'd have to fancy your chances. And who are the big boys in our group? I haven't seen England come out yet. Oh, yes, they have. They're up against Russia. Portugal there. Have we got a decent draw? Let's have a look. Germany again. Oh, my God. The Football Manager gods are not being kind to us. We've got Germany in our Euros group and Germany in our World Cup qualification group. But looking at the rest of the teams in the group, there's a chance we could grab that second spot. So you can see here the schedule now for next year, now that the Euros draw and the World Cup qualification draws have been done. So, first up in our World Cup qualifications is the away game to Germany in Berlin. I think that probably makes sense as the starting point for us to come back in our next episode. Euros are taking place in June. We have scheduled some friendlies to prepare for that. And then a lot more qualification games later in the year. So there's going to be a lot more good content in the next few episodes, I think. But yeah, we're definitely going to come back for that Germany game. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's been an interesting one with the Russia game and all those World Cup and Euros draws. If you have enjoyed it, please drop a like on there for me. And any comments you got about this episode or the series as a whole, I would love to see them too. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. This is going to be a challenging but quite a lot of fun save, I think. Plus, there's a lot more to come on FM21 on my channel too. But it just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more action with Hungary. Hojra Magyarok! Viszlát!